Today we're gonna take you to the wonderful world of Romania. Specifically, we're talking about Sibiu and the Transfăgărășan Valley, where you can find Balea Lake and a very specific legend related to the birth of Balea Lake. This legend is called the legend of the Bâlea shepherd. Bâlea is not only the name of this spectacular glacier lake in the Fagaras mountains, it is also the name of this famous shepherd at the foot of the Fagaras mountains. One day, while grazing with the sheep, a bear got in his way, but Bâlea managed to defeat it. The news reached the village, more precisely to the ears of the emperor, who proposed that he stay at the palace. Bâlea accepted the offer, and in a short time he learned to wield weapons and became the commander of the emperor's army. After a while, the shepherd missed his sheep and told the emperor that he wanted to go home. When he heard the news, the emperor, together with his daughters, tried to make Bâlea change his mind. The big girl turns into an ugly old woman and visits the shepherd in the evening, asking him about some medicine herbs. Bâlea, merciful by nature, invites the old woman to stay the night with him so that she does not have to go on the road in the dark. The next day, the old woman turns into the emperor's daughter. The shepherd is amazed by her beauty and decides to take her as his wife. Joyfully, the emperor begins the wedding preparations. In spring, a terrible blizzard starts that the shepherd and his wife are forced to take shelter in the mountains. But the blizzard was too strong for them and threw them into the lake at the foot of the mountains, thus meeting their tragic end. Being moved by their fate, the inhabitants of the village decided that the name of the lake should become Bâlea. The next legend surrounding the city of Sibiu is related to some graveyard pancakes. Beyond the fortified citadel of Șuramică, which is situated in the vicinity of Sibiu, there the travelers are surprised with the magic of this place called Șuramică, also generated by the name of the streets left by the inhabitants here over time. Some of the examples include the street named Holy Pit, Wolf's Well, Bear's Lair, through the Valley of Roses, and finally reaching the side of the sun. The fabulous street names give the place a special magic. It is said that one evening at the sitting, a young woman, famous for her courage, swears that she will go to the cemetery at midnight to cook pancakes on a certain grave. Her lover finds out about this, and to make a party for her, he hid under the dirt of the grave in question. In a short time, the young woman also appeared, lit the fire, poured the oil, and heated it. Suddenly, the ground began to shake, and gloomy noises echoed beneath her feet. Without losing her temper, she quickly grabs the pan and pours the hot fat on the lover's head, which costs him his life. As you can see, intemperate indulgence does not always have positive consequences, but a walk through Șuramică will certainly have the most pleasant consequences. It will certainly invite you to travel. Another legend surrounding the city of Sibiu is called the legend of Bofleș. This legend tells about the inhabitants of the town Cârța, who fled to the forest for fear of the Turks, taking with them the so-called Bofleș, the Saxon name for bacon. A traitor revealed to the Turks where the people were hiding. As the enemies approached, the villagers cut down the trees at the edge of the forest and built a wall for them. Desperate, they also threw the Bofleș on top. The Turks were not impressed and set fire to the wooden wall. But when the fire lit the bacon, the smell was terrible. So, the Turks, who considered the pig an impure animal, left the scene of the battle in disgust. And so the people of Kırça were saved by their favorite food. To this day, the name of the place has remained Marginea Bofleș.